It's 2018. I never really did any sort of year in review, favorite games, whatever, and all the other garbage that all the other channels end up doing. And this is even kind of, well, almost 2 weeks late. But I want to issue a 2018 Steam Controller Challenge. Use the Steam Controller in a way that you haven't before. Or maybe you don't even really use a Steam Controller. You just watch my videos to see how you can use it. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool, but I don't really like the feel of it. Well, challenge yourself. So my personal challenge is I am moving away from left analog stick. That's like the last crutch I have with this controller in treating it like other controllers. I just can't get used to that left pad for movement. Particularly in like a first-person shooting game. Like, I can do it for platformers, but something, I don't know what it is. I can't get used to it. But that is my goal. 2018, I am moving away from the left analog stick. Particularly, I mean, it's a... I started to notice this stick's starting to wear out. Which is totally normal. It's going to happen to every controller, and every controller I have ever owned, that is always the first thing that wears out. The left stick. And you'll start to have to, you'll notice when you're, like, moving around, you might have to, it'll get stuck. And you'll have to enlarge the dead zone because you're getting drift. That's just, it's wear and tear. It happens to all the controllers. It's not going to happen with the trackpad. That's why I'm challenging. I issue the challenge. Let's just switch to this. If you haven't, or do something else. Just try to make yourself get used to something. Maybe you haven't really dug in to build a profile. Get in there. Start looking at all the stuff you can do. Like even for this game, I turned on the controller HUD. So that gave me, so I could see the feedback. And I found through personal experimentation that for me, in this particular game, it worked best to have crossgate, which is prioritizing horizontal and vertical. Like it's giving you, like, we go to 8-way overlap, which is what most people would probably choose. But when I move, it gets... Like, it's the haptic. I'm getting, like, twitching. It's, like, sputtering all over the place. So, for me, I found... Totally personal preference. I found that crossgate to work a little better. Doesn't sputter around quite as much. Well, now that I'm in here fiddling around, I don't know. Let's just compare that. Yeah, sorry, no overlap. No, that's terrible. Oh, do four-way no overlap when you have it just as a D-pad for, like, even if you're using the stick. Just a little tip. That'll work a lot better. So let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Let's try this again. Yeah, it's the way it gets. I don't like that. I'm feeling the haptic as it goes through each section. So yeah, it's just a preference. I amuse myself sometimes. I just completely ramble off the topic. That's why I enjoy not doing scripted videos. You see my brain process as it sputters and spits out steam. Brainwave. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, so that's just something to, as you're fiddling around with some new idea, try turning on the controller HUD. That can show you some visual feedback so you know what's going on. But that's my thing. I'm going to try to go through 2018, moving away from the analog stick. Like, I've even, I did a video about tweaking big picture. Like, I'm not using big picture. I'm not using the stick. Like, the default profile used pretty much just that. I'm using touchpad, tap, and then tap, other side, which makes it a lot easier. Tap, 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 tap. I can just move all around. So yeah, that's it. 2018. Try to do something you didn't do before with the Steam controller. I'm going to try to use left pad for movement, and I'm going to be digging into action layers a lot more. So, alright, well, that's all I got. I will see you around.